They say put others first, but they also say stand up for yourself. So which is it? Should I prioritize others' needs or serve myself first? Should we be kind to others at the expense of kindness to ourselves? Hello, I'm happy you're here. I'm Nusi. Do you ever feel it's wise to do one thing, but also wise to do its opposite? I do. Welcome to Wise Discrepancies, where we examine contradictory sayings that are wise and think about when each one works best. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to be as wise as we can, and sometimes wisdom doesn't come from choosing one truth, but from learning how to hold two or a few. Put others first. Be selfless. Think of others before yourself. These sayings are rooted in generosity, humility, and compassion. They reflect a worldview where kindness isn't weakness, it's strength. In a perfect world, I would put you first and you would put me first, and we'd all be taken care of. When we consider others, we build trust, community, and empathy. In family, in service, in friendship, putting others first can be an act of deep love. But then there's the other wisdom, standing up for yourself. Stand up for yourself, it says. Don't be a doormat. No one will respect you unless you respect yourself. Also true. This is the voice of boundaries, of self-responsibility, of self-knowledge. It reminds us that self-respect is not selfish, that our own needs matter. It's the wisdom not only of survival, but of dignity, of self-advocacy, especially when the world is unjust or just too demanding. So, what's the wise move? To put others first or speak up for yourself? These sayings live in tension, but not in contradiction. Let's say a friend keeps asking you for help. You're already burnt out. Put others first might say, be there for them. But stand up for yourself might say, not at the cost of your own well-being. Or in a work meeting, your ideas are being overlooked. Put others first might whisper, stay quiet. But stand up for yourself might push, your voice matters. According to the dictionary, compassion is a sympathetic consciousness of others' distress, together with a desire to alleviate it. So I see your pain, I feel your pain, and I wish to remove your pain. That's compassion. It includes both awareness and care, a movement toward easing suffering. But without boundaries, even this noble impulse can be draining or distorted. And when we don't balance them well, we may feel the cost. Compassion fatigue, that sense of emotional exhaustion that comes from caring too much for too long, can be a sign that we've overextended care to others and forgotten our own needs. As the Dalai Lama said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. It reminds us that wise compassion is sustainable compassion. As spiritual author Tara Brach writes, radical compassion does not mean you lose your boundaries. It means you include yourself in the circle of care. And as self-compassion researcher Kristen Neff says, with self-compassion, we give ourselves the same kindness and care we would give to a good friend. When we constantly put others first without caring for ourselves, it isn't selfless, it's unsustainable. These sayings point us toward balance. Giving too much without boundaries can lead to resentment or burnout. Standing up for yourself without compassion can become aggression. There's a Buddhist teaching that says, compassion without wisdom is bondage. Wisdom without compassion is cruelty. And here's one from Brené Brown. Clear is kind, unclear is unkind. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for others and for yourself is to be honest about your limits. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean pushing others down, and pushing others Putting others first doesn't mean abandoning yourself. Sometimes the most respectful way to treat others is to model what self-respect looks like. And sometimes the most respectful thing you can do for yourself is to care for someone else. So maybe it's not either or. Maybe it's put others first when you're not betraying yourself to do it. And stand up for yourself, especially when it helps love, truth, freedom, or justice stay alive. So what about you? Is this a moment to offer more or to draw the line? Or maybe you're just tired from giving without pause? If this helped you pause, reflect, or breathe a little deeper, subscribe to Wise Discrepancies, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to be as wise as we can, right? And sometimes wisdom doesn't come from finding one truth, but from learning how to hold two or a few. If there's a pair of contradictory sayings you'd like me to explore in a future episode, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what wisdom you're wrestling with. Thanks for listening. Until next time.